guys, what's up? I am back. I'm on a roll. Like, I'm recording a whole lot of videos, doing them pre-recorded, so there is going to be a lot of videos made with me in this spot looking like this, so don't judge me. Oh well. But no, y'all, I'm here to tell y'all this story time of when I got fired from Chipotle. Now, when I was working at Chipotle, Chipotle was actually my first, ever real job. First ever real job, ever getting into the workforce. Coming out of high school, Chipotle was my first job. And I did not know. I think this is when I realized that regardless of how, you can't judge people by how they look. Because people can look kind and be bitchy as shit and snake as fuck, and then people can be funny looking and ugly and have the kindest of souls. I don't deal with either people personally, but I digress. So anyway, this is when I realized that people fake the funk, right? So when I was working at Chipotle in 2013, I was working at this location. It's closed down now, so I can say it. It's in Coventry Village. Anybody that's from my city, it used to be in Coventry Village. I used to work at that one. And we had this manager at the time. His I'm gonna just call him Kevin Hart because he looked like an uglier version than Kevin Hart. Like, ugh. Okay, this man was ugly as fuck. So I didn't realize that he was I didn't realize the ego. Like, when I say I was so naive to people and how people act in social norms, I feel like I have social anxiety because I'm really a loner. I like the people I don't like other people. So I didn't go around a whole lot of people, so I didn't know how people act socially. So I wasn't hip to how fake people could be or how, shady people could be. This is the first ever time I've come in contact with a petty manager, right? So all of the people at Chipotle was so fucking ratchet and crazy, and that's why I can laugh at everybody now, because I'm just like, y'all niggas still work jobs and I don't. Literally. It's funny as fuck. But he was a manager, and he was one of them. He was the GM, actually. So if anybody that's ever worked at Chipotle, y'all know that back when Chipotle mattered, the whole thing was trying to be restaurateur. So he wanted his location to be like the restaurateur location, and that's not what happened, because, sir, you suck. Don't get me wrong, everybody was quick on that line, but it was the professionalism. People don't, my people don't know professionalism. I feel like when people feel like they grow up in urban areas, they don't have to have professionalism. What the fuck is wrong? So I didn't believe people when they said that and this is not the real Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart was fucking people at the job. In my head. Now, again, I'm telling y'all, I was naive as fuck. I graduated in 2013, so this was my senior year, graduating year, and again, I'm socially awkward. It was a whole lot of shit I ain't do. I ain't even had sex till after 2 weeks of graduating after high school. So, I don't be giving a fuck. I don't care about doing shit when everybody else do it. So I didn't believe people. Now, a lot of the people he had working there, he knew. He was related to, knew them, fucking on them, whatever the case may have been. I didn't know that. I just applied for the job and got hired. And then somebody was like, I was wondering how you got this job, because usually can't nobody get this job unless they know somebody. It's a fucking corporate, never mind. So I was in college, right? So this particular day, I noticed that. Now, again, anybody that's ever worked at Chipotle, you cannot leave that line until your release was there. So if I'm on the line and I get off at 2:30 and my replacement don't come till 2:30, I can't get off the line until my replacement is in the door, clocked in, got their apron on, and on the line. I can't do none of my breakdown stuff until that person comes and do that. So I was the twerk person. I was the beginning of the twerk. So this particular day, like I said, I done peeped the bullshit. I done understood this shit whack as fuck. And the bus took an hour. The particular bus I had to get on to go to work ran every hour. So with me going to college all across campus in a whole different part of my city, and I'm working in a whole different part. It's like it was too much. So this particular day I had to get off work. I got off work at 2. It was one of my like short days. I got off at 2 and I had to go to class. Now I'm rushing to get out the door. And I see the people coming in. Now mind you, I done seen his cousins do this because they're in college and stuff. So I'm like, I'm actually supposed to get off at this time. I have a bus to catch. I have to go to class. I'm always here on time, and you letting all these other people just fuck off and do whatever. So then he's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm off the clock. And I ain't even gonna cap. I said it with an attitude because I'm just like, you let everybody run amok in this bitch. Like, you just let any and everybody do whatever, however. Y'all be on your phones. Y'all don't even be paying attention to the fucking customers. Y'all just dirty in here. Like, y'all dirty acting. And one day, this was like, but this is fast forward, like, in the beginning. Rewind. He had one day grabbed my arm one day. It was like, hey, Ricky, you trying to fuck? I was like, no. Like, but I thought it was a joke. This is why I said, y'all, I thought it was a joke because I didn't believe that he was actually sleeping with people in the job until, like, by the time I got fired, I was already fed up. So I responded with him with attitude, like, if you got a problem, you got somebody coming in here at 3 o'clock. If you got a problem sitting your ass on that line till 3 or whatever the fuck the time was for 30 minutes, that's your business. I was like, I have to get to class. I'm about to miss my bus. Like, this bus don't run every hour. So you want me to sit here for 20 minutes, miss my class, miss college, because you want somebody on your line and you could be here? Boy, fuck you. Man, listen, it was just a lot. So then, after that, I was just like, okay. So then he was like, all right, don't worry about it. I didn't. Walked out. Came in the next day. Now, the next day, I had a completely different manager. Now, this manager, I didn't really care for her either. Because I'm just like, and that's why I can laugh at it, because I'm like, the way they acted, I'm like, I'm doing better than all you bitches. Like, it's the arrogance for me. That'd be the thing. Now, these people are cool people. But I think people's personalities change when they get a managerial position, because then who they were when they met you wasn't that. That's why I be feeling like, fuck people. Like, I can laugh at people, like, dead ass. So this particular manager, like I said, she's cool, but, like, bitch. Okay? So she was like, I don't know what you did to Kevin Hart, but he is mad at you. I was like, girl, I ain't do shit to him. I had to leave at 2. Okay? I had class. My bus was about to leave, and I was off the clock. You can't get mad that I left at my scheduled time. So this was another one of my short days because I didn't. Now, this is why I say this particular manager was cool, but still, bitch. Like, me personally, I don't like ghetto bitches. Like, let me be clear about that. I do not like ghetto people. I do not like ghetto people. I might come off rough around the edges, but I can't do hood shit. Like, I'm not with the fighting all the time. Or, all right, bitch, I don't like what you said, so I'm about to fight you. Girl, have control over your emotions and go find some therapy. Just because you don't like what I said don't make it any less true or right. Like, the fuck, like, I don't give a fuck that you don't like it. It don't make it true. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit weird. So she was like, I don't know what you did to Kevin Hart, but he is so mad at you, whatever the case may be. So I told her the situation, like, no, that's just what happened. And I had a slow day. Like, I had a short day. So at the end of my shift, this manager ends up telling me, well, I have to fire you. I was like, excuse you? If I was fired, why the fuck did you, like, y'all let me come in? She was like, I really was supposed to let you know you was fired when you walked in here. I was like, y'all could call people for shit like that. Like, y'all making motherfuckers waste their money and time to come in this bitch. But luckily I had a bus pass, so I wasn't tripping. But I was just like, okay. She was like, I don't know, whatever you did to him yesterday, but he said you was fired. And whatever the case may have been, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Only reason why I let you work is because you only had a short day. Which is why I respected her to a degree, but I was just like, what? Here is the funny part for me, though. As I was, after I left that one, got fired, whatever the case may have been, I was also told to, go to Better Business Bureau and all this and all this and all this, right? The gag is probably maybe like a year and a half later, that location got shut down. But maybe 6 months before that, he wasn't even the manager no more. Like, I just was like, oh, look at karma. And sorry, I'm a whole business owner making my own money and working for myself. Whole investor. Making boss moves out here. Period. But that was the time that I got fired from Chipotle over some stupid shit because my manager at the time was he had short man syndrome. That's why I called him Kevin Hart. He was an uglier version of Kevin Hart. Like, this man was ugly. Listen. And I was like, somebody let you impregnate them? Like, ugh. But like I said, that place is shut down. I done seen a couple of the people that worked from that Chipotle at another Chipotle, and I just looked at them like, y'all ain't got no goals and aspirations in life. Cause I ain't gonna cap. I tried to go to other Chipotles because I was looking for money, like shit, needed a job at the time, and that's when I found out I was blackballed. But then I was trying to go through other managers, like, look, even if y'all don't want to hire me at this location, just take the black ball off my shit, like. I don't give a fuck. And that's why I can't stand petty ass managers. Because I'm like, y'all don't realize that karma is a real thing. Like, universal law is like a real thing. These people only gave you, leeway and power till they took it from you. So the lesson in this, my manager thought he was big shit. Oh, I'm gonna fire you because I got clout to do so. I got authority to do so, and I'm gonna blackball you. Okay. Well, you just got fired as a whole manager too. So, and your location got closed down. So what's that say about you as a manager? Alright. In my just hilarious voice, like, alright. So, this video actually wasn't even that long. We did good on this time. But yeah, like I said, I ain't really care for them people. Do I know what they doing now? Fuck no. A couple of them might be doing some shit. Other people ain't really doing nothing. Probably scamming the fucking government or something. I don't know. Who cares? But yeah. That was when I worked at Chipotle and I got fired for leaving at my scheduled time and actually having goals and wanting to do something with my life. So again, this video was short, cool, whatever. I'll actually talk about, we got 12 minutes. I'm gonna tell y'all about another time that I got, not scammed, I got played by a manager. But this wasn't even a manager because it wasn't even nothing like super quick. So this is where I'm like, this shit crazy. So I was working at a call center. And actually I had recently left this call center. So I was at this call center and I've only worked there for like 4 months. When I was at this call center, we were like the third party. So we took other big businesses type of shit, so like other campaigns. So boom, I worked at this call center and I had a manager there. Now this manager, I'm gonna call her Barnyard Bucktooth Becky. Reason I'm calling her Barnyard Bucktooth Becky is because her teeth look like broken barnyard doors. So Barnyard broke down Tooth Becky, right? So Barnyard Becky, when I met her, she was just an agent. Then she had gotten promoted to a QA. Now, when she got promoted to be a QA, okay, cool, whatever, no problems, no issues, ands, or buts about it, because that's what she was saying her goals were. Now, she was making it seem like she was cool. Now, this is where I say I don't know what it is about people that are cool when they own the same entry level as you, but when people get in managerial positions, like, common sense and home training go out the motherfucking window, right? So, boom. Barnyard Bucktooth Becky decided that when she became a QA person, she just wanted to basically feel like she could say whatever, however, to whoever, and wasn't nobody gonna say shit about it. Cool. Whatever. Again, hood ratchetivity bullshit. Like, I don't do hood shit. Like, so, she was like, she would always do coaches with us to, make our calls better. So, there was a time where I would feel like she would just sit there and go through the calls and be like, I need a perfect call from you. I'm like, okay, so if you know that you gave me a coaching on something, bitch, go through the calls and pick some good calls. Hell, like, all these calls are not bad. So, like, I knew specifically that she would just sit there and go through calls just for the sake of it. Because, like, girl, you're fucking bored. But she would always say, like, I ain't never letting nothing come between me and my money, la, 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 la. Like, she used to always make it, I can't help y'all, I can't help y'all, I can't help y'all. Now, at this time, my TL had gotten fired Again, petty shit. Like, my TL ended up getting fired over some dumb whack ass shit. I wasn't there this day, but from what I heard, the OM at the time, the OM is the baby mama of the GM, and then the OM didn't like my TL because she turned around and was her his baby mama too, and some wretched shit. So I was like, what? Mind y'all, this is shit I'm finding out from other people. This is why I was like, this place is terrible. Like, I can't do this type of environment. This environment is too ratchet and ghetto, right? So boom. So the OM didn't like my TL for whatever reason, and lied on my TL to the owner or representative of the campaign we had. So she went to him and was like, well, I'm gonna call my TL KY. Like, KY. Like, for anybody that knows her, knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna call her KY. So my TL KY, she, they was like, the OM was like, oh yeah, KY, didn't call this customer back like they said they were, and isn't this a part of our mission statement? You know, the little slimy shit people be trying to do when they be trying to get you in trouble, right? Boom. So because my TL got fired because of that, because of the OM, Barnyard Bucktooth Becky got demoted. So she went from being a QA to then being a team lead. So now she got demoted from a QA to a TL. I guess she felt the type of way about that because she was just getting on people's nerves, like just for the sake of getting on motherfuckers' nerves, right? So with it being a pandemic, we being in a call center, there's this thing called PCI compliance. So you can't have pens, papers, anything on your desk. But also, what they don't tell you with PCI compliance is you can't have email and you can't have messaging things like instant message. We had emails, we had a Q Messenger. How the fuck is a hand sanitizer or a bottle of lotion outside of PCI compliance if I don't have a pen, a paper, a notepad on my desk, but I have a whole Q Messenger, I have a whole email? I can email these people's credit card information to myself if I wanted to. Y'all are dumb. So they would do little petty shit. So Barnyard Bucktooth Becky was getting to a point where she would only pick some of my worst calls. Like, at first she was like, oh my god, you're at 100, you're my perfect call, woo, woo. And mind you, I've only had one since she's been, what's the name? So I'm like, bitch, you're literally picking trash ass calls, like, at this point, because I be listening to you guys calls and blah 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 blah. Cool, right? Whatever. So I left work at 5. Barnyard Bucktooth Becky wanted to ask me for a coaching at 5:45. Now, at the time, I was talking to someone, so I would stay with them for their lunch break and then go home after they went on their lunch break because they would be closing the call center, whereas I opened the call center. So it's 5:45. Barnyard Bucktooth Becky decides to be like, oh, Ricky, come here. I need to get you for your coaching. Now, mind y'all, I get triggered. Okay, I get real triggered. And me, I don't feel like, as my manager, I should be talking to you crazy, because if I'm liable to talk to you like a bitch on the street, or you liable to talk to me like a bitch on the street, why don't we just throw hands on the clock type shit? Oh, because you don't want to get fired, you don't want to lose your money. Bet, understood. Then that means you got something that you scared of. Bitch, I don't care. And because I don't care that much, I'ma fuck you and me up trying to prove a point. I'ma kill us both. Stop fucking playing with me. I've been to the psych ward 3 times. Like, ho, stop playing with me. I deserve a whole lot of leave alone. Like, a whole lot of it. And bitch, I wouldn't have went to jail. I only would have went to the psych ward. So, I spared you. So, let's be clear about this. So, I was like, that shit crazy. So, I get triggered with her. So, one time, she was yelling at me in front of a new agent. And I'm looking, like, she tried to blame me for some shit that I didn't do. I was like, bitch, I can prove it with your dumb ass. If it was really about a write-up, because she was like, oh, I'm going to write you up, and I knew this was your call, and da-da-da-da-da. I was like, bitch, you can look at when I touched the call and what the case is on. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. You need this job. I don't. I walked out. Literally left that day. So this hoe come at me the next day and was like, and this is the coaching. So the next day, I was like, why did you wait till 5:45 to give me a coaching? And bitch, you know I leave at 5. This hoe gonna say, because I got a life? Not outside this call center, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you do not. No, you don't. No, you don't. Cause sis, from what I heard, even during the pandemic, you ain't even had your child. So let's keep it a buck. You was sitting at home with no lights on. But again, these are all rumors. So I don't give a fuck. But these were the rumors around the call center. Whew, too many. But I was just like, okay, bitch, so do I. I run a whole business up out of here. Now, mind you, this hoe has seen my organs. Now, mind you, not these big ones. Not these ones. She ain't see these ones. I had some littler ones that I would bring to work and put them on my desk. She was like, "Ooh, make me one. When you think about me, whatever helps you think about me, make me one." Okay. Obviously, bitch, I ain't make it because I don't think about you. But I was like, I run a whole business outside of here. She was like, "You don't have no business." I wanted to look at her like, bitch, yes I do. What's your business, bitch? Are you mad that I can check a bag outside of this place and I don't need this job like you do? And bitch, them organs that you wanted me to make you so bad, bitch, those were the cheap ones. Them hoes run about $200, $300, $400. Like, let's really keep it a buck, bitch. I makes bread out here. Like, and I'm actively positioning myself to receive all of my blessings, and that's on big period. So, with that being said, I was confused. Like, what the fuck? So, as I'm telling her this, she's over here talking to another manager that is a whole pedophile. Like, a whole pedo. Okay? Whole pedo. And I was just like, what? I'm like, bitch, you just had a brand new fresh out the crotch baby and a girl at that. And you sitting here conversing with a man that has a thing for, okay, bet, you smart. So, I just ignored her and was like, bitch, hurry up with this coaching. Hurry up. Because, bitch, hurry up. Like, now you're wasting my time. Bitch, you're on my time. Like, now I don't have to respect you, bitch. I'm clocked out. She literally told me to clock in to do her coaching. I was like, girl, I don't care. She was like, what's your goal? I'm like, I ain't got one. Can we hurry up? I don't have a goal. Well, that's letting you know what that's coming across to me as your manager. Bitch, I don't care what it come across like, ho, I don't need the job. Like I said, the fuck. So I'm like, I don't care, sis. I don't care how it come across to you. I'm ready to go home. Bye, Ricky. Yep. And sure enough, I quit during a pandemic and I'm doing amazing for myself. Meanwhile, you're still there running amok and you got demoted. So you worked all that hard ass work since April of 2020, which it's like about to be April again, 2021, for that position you worked so hard for that somebody else was able to take away from you. So the point of what I'm saying is, goofy bitches and bitter managers, male, female, whoever, y'all only as strong as the lane that a title somebody gave you. You ain't really a boss or a manager or nothing if you ain't owning it for yourself. So, I hope even you guys enjoyed this story time. So instead of having like 2 small videos, I just kind of condensed it into one. So that was the story. These were story times of when I got fired from Chipotle and when I actually quit the call center during a pandemic. Right? Because managers had like these influential ass egos and whatever the fucks, however the fucks. But Barnyard Buck 2 Becky don't even make enough money to fix her teeth. And I heard it ain't cheap. So, but I mean, hey, she still got her job. I got my peace of mind. I don't work there anymore. Thank God. And from the shit I've heard, listen, I'm so glad not to be in that environment, that space, or none of that shit. But like I said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with anybody that might get a kick out of it. And let me know if y'all have had any experiences with some bitter managers or just managers you feel like that take their job way too fucking seriously. Or if y'all ever worked at a call center, and if y'all had some crazy call center stories, or if y'all worked at Chipotle and had some crazy Chipotle stories. I'd love to hear them. So, thank you. Peace out, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.